Audio released by the Washington Post of Trump supposedly acting as his own publicist by the name of John Miller is so surreal, you just have to take a listen.
What's your name again? John Miller. I'm sort of handling PR because you get so much of it.
This audio is from 1991 when, at the time, People reporter was speaking to Trump, John Miller, and asking him about his divorce from Ivana. When you listen to this audio, you do detect some clear Trump-isms, such as, "That I can tell you."
That I can tell you. That I can tell you.
That I can tell you.
In this audio, you also hear this supposed John Miller bragging about how many women Trump can get.
He's called by everybody. He gets called by everybody in the book in terms of women.
And the reporter on the other end of the line does seem kind of skeptical.
Like who? Well, he gets called by a lot of people. Yeah.
And at the time, Trump admitted that that was him and that it was a joke. But now, fast forward 25 years to today, Trump is saying that was not him. He even goes as far as to say that it's a scam. Trump was asked on Sean Hannity's show about the Washington Post focusing on him. And he basically said,
they're taking these really bad stories. They're, wrong. I don't even say bad. They're wrong. And in many cases, they have no proper information, and they're putting them together, they're slopping them together.
Now, here's the part that gets really strange. On the Kelly file on Friday, the reporter who you can hear on this audio tape speaking to Trump says that there were only 2 copies. She had a copy which she's lost, and the other copy which Trump has.
Wait a minute, so you're suggesting Trump leaked this to the Washington Post?
Yes.
Why?
You got me. He's done stranger things.
So now we're joined by psychologist Dr. Jeffrey Gardere to break this down for us.
It's so bizarre, Doc. The whole sordid tale is, some people have speculated that not only is this People magazine reporter right, but Trump not only leaked it, but did it on purpose. And now he's got, a week of news talking about utter nonsense. And it just keeps the name out there and people talking about it. And, voters just tune this stuff out. Don't you think?
I think that's the key to Donald Trump's success, getting all of this free publicity while the other candidates have to pay for it. It is quite brilliant.
What kind of person pretends to be somebody else and then calls to talk about themselves? Is there any craziness in that aspect of it?
Well, when we use that term crazy, of course, I think perhaps maybe a more appropriate term would be perhaps irresponsible, perhaps inappropriate, perhaps just Donald Trump, in that, again, he feels that superiority over other people and can play these games and, in his mind, get away with it because he is sort of like the Teflon Don. Nothing really sticks, and we eat up these stories.
Or maybe there's a real John Miller, and he fired him and said, you know what, you're too incompetent to represent me. I'm doing it myself.
Well, even worse, it might have been a multiple personality disorder.
You know what, Doc? You just made the next Trump headline. He'll thank you tomorrow.